Hey guys, so today is Sunday, May 30th, 2021, day before Memorial Day. And we're doing burgers tomorrow, but today I'm going to do those ribs I got from Costco. So this is the stuff I bought probably 5 years ago, maybe 4, from Lowe's. So I got a bag of apple wood chips, see, for use in gas and charcoal grill. So we have a gas grill. And I also bought the hickory. So the hickory says that it's great for beef, pork, and poultry. And the apple says that it's great for pork, chicken, or fish. So that'd be really good on fish. I might save that one. So we're doing ribs. So I want to do the hickory. And then this is the smoke box that I got from Lowe's, the wood chip smoker box. So it says it converts your gas, electric, or charcoal grills into gourmet smokers to add delicious smoke flavors to fish, ribs, steak, chicken, and more. Simply place pre-soaked wood chips into the wood chip smoker box, then place below the cooking grid directly on the charcoal, lava rock, or ceramic briquettes. All right, so right over the fire source. So I have a bowl in here, so I'm going to open these, and then if you read the back of this, it says, see, in gas grills and smokers, soak several handfuls of chips in water for 30 minutes. Spread drained chips in a foil pan or a foil wrap. So you can use foil too. You don't really need a box. Place filled container of chips directly on lava rocks or grill heating radiances. Chips will begin to smoke within 10 minutes. For best results, you keep the lid of the grill closed to concentrate the heat and the smoke flavor. See, so this is gonna be fun. All right. So I'll open this up.
Burn down the house again.
No, we're not burning down the house. So
You.
let me get these soaking, because I want the ribs to cook for about 4 hours. So when I watched Michael Simon do the ribs, he did it in 3 hours, but he also, the meat was still really attached to the bone. I want the meat to pretty much fall off. So I'm going to do it for 4 hours. So let's get this started. So there you go. You just have these soak. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm so excited. There you go. So here are the baby back ribs that I got from Costco. I prefer baby back ribs to the St. Louis ribs. I believe the St. Louis ribs are longer, but I just felt that they're more meaty, they're more fattier, and that the baby back ribs come out more tender, and there's less fat to them. So I prefer the baby back ribs. So I'm going to be draining the wood chips very soon and putting them on the wood chipper. John turned on the grill, and he only has one burner on because it's going to cook low and slow. And then for the seasoning, I'm going to use the Epicure pulled pork seasoning, right? Oh, let me get my glasses. So the Epicure pulled pork has onion, chili powder, spices, salt, garlic, chili powder, and I guess that's in parentheses. Yeah, which is spices, salt, garlic, and rice concentrate in the chili powder. Then it has chipotle chilies, cayenne pepper, and spices. I wish they would just list the spices. Come on, what's with the secret? Anyway, oops. Hey. There you go. So see, even a pulled pork should be done in a slow cooker. You want it low and slow. But it also asks for ketchup, vinegar, brown sugar, and a little bit of water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle this on the ribs, and I'm going to add a little bit of brown sugar. That's what I'm going to do, because I'm not making a sauce. So we're going to use it that way. But I'm going to rinse these off, clean them up, Wow, what's up with my phone today? Rinse these off, clean them up, and then I'm gonna put them in this roasting pan, which I lined the bottom with aluminum foil so it's a little easier cleanup just in case things start sticking. Yeah, and this is the only pan I have big enough to hold all these ribs, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so there are my ribs washed and cut into more normal sized pieces instead of the whole slab. Then I opened my pulled pork from Epicure. Oh, smells good. You smell all the chili powders. I'm gonna sprinkle. And I'm gonna rub it all in. Okay, one packet looks big enough to really coat all of those. Those are like 7 pounds of ribs. Then I have my brown sugar here. And I'm also gonna sprinkle that on top. So that's gonna get all caramelized. Okay. All right. And let me go in with my hands. Rub it all in. Ooh, these are gonna be good. I'm so excited. It's been so long since I've made ribs, but I've never smoked them. And just watching Michael Simon smoking the ribs, I was like, wow, that actually doesn't look that hard. And apparently it's not because, apparently it's not. And I should have known that if I would have read the smoker box and the wood chips. They just never did it. So now I'm finally gonna do it. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna finish rubbing them all on the insides as well. Get all the seasoning in there, and then we'll bring them out on the deck. So now I'm gonna drain the wood chips. There you go. And then we're gonna open up this box. How cute. And we're gonna put the wood chips in. I guess I'll find, I guess you don't have to change the wood chips. I guess if they catch fire, you would. So you're not putting this on direct fire. Okay. Although they said put it on the coals. I don't know, I'll figure it out. All right. Oop, I put too much. There. There. Now I'm gonna bring them outside. Okay, so here's our grill. Got my ribs and my smoker. So right now it's almost at 300 degrees, which is perfect. You want it low and slow. Okay, so he said the middle burner's on. Okay, I'm gonna put it closer. Actually, I put it over. Okay, I'm gonna do it like that. And then I'm gonna get nice color. But we're not searing it because then the smoke won't absorb into a sear. But I don't want to put it on the flame, so I'm gonna put it around the flame. And he said to let it smoke like this for about an hour. So that the ribs can absorb some nice smoky flavor. So they're gonna smoke for an hour. There. Let's see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well. Like I said, it's going to be fun playing with this. Let's move you over. There you go. There. All right. So I'm going to close it. And we're gonna come back in 1 hour. Okay, so because I have extra wood chips that are wet, I'm gonna stick them in the aluminum foil packet and wrap them up. And it says to put like some holes in it. So there, I wrapped it up and I put some holes. Some of the wood stuck out a little bit. And now we're gonna bring it outside. Okay. Here we go. Let's open this up. Ooh, let me tell you, that smells good. Okay, I guess I'll put it like that. Right in there. Make more smoke. Okay, so I'm going to keep it closed so the temperature could go back up to 300. He kept his coals, he said, about 300. So I opened it up and it, lowered the temperature. So now that it's closed, and leave it closed for an hour, it should go back up. Okay, so it's been an hour. I was expecting more smoke. Okay. And then he said to put the ribs and cover them with aluminum foil for an hour. They got some color on them. And I noticed that when they're low and slow, they're really good. Might have to raise the temperature a little bit. Okay. So I put them back in here and I'm going to cover them with aluminum foil and put them on the grill. Okay, so I put that back on the grill. I moved those over. I actually turned the other burner on, so now I have 2. Because I think it was just too low. It didn't get back up to 300, so now we're going to build up heat again. Okay, so the temperature did get higher. It's at 350. I guess that's a good temperature. So now I'm going to leave it in there to cook for about an hour and a half. This is where it's going to do most of its cooking. Right, so it's been an hour and a half, and now you can see that it's really smoking. And these are cooked. Okay. I want them more tender. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to make a mixture of like vinegar and honey and just baste them. And now they're going to cook like another hour without the aluminum foil on it. Okay? So let's make the marinade, the baster. Okay, so we're going to do some vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, and then some honey. Oh, come on. Anticipation. There it is. Just to give a little sweetness on top. Let's mix that. Now, John did, he went to some fundraiser where they were like smoking 1 million pork butts, and they were basting it periodically with a vinegar and I believe cayenne pepper and maybe some other spices in it. I think like a brine. So the vinegar, like sugar, cayenne, but we're just going to do the vinegar and the honey. So I'm just going to do this periodically for like the next hour to an hour and a half. So maybe every 15 minutes, maybe every 20 minutes. Just baste it. Gives it a little tang, a little sweetness. I mean, there's the brown sugar too. Let's move some of these. Yeah, I want them fall off the bone tender. Okay. then when these are still getting tender, we are going to make our sides. I'm going to do the cauliflower, Parmesan roasted cauliflower, and spoon bread. Okay. There you go. So let's let that do that. Let's start again. So I'm going to close this and leave it uncovered so it can continue to smoke, and let it cook for an hour with basting it like every 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so now for the sides. I decided not to do the spoon bread. It's tiring when you require a lot of attention to multiple dishes. So spoon bread obviously is a whole different recipe, and then the roasted cauliflower is going to have to be at a different temperature, and then I have the grill going out there, so I decided to just serve it with Hawaiian rolls, and the spoon bread I'm going to save for another dinner because I have some kielbasa in my refrigerator. So I'm just going to get this cauliflower started, throw that in the oven, and then they should all be done at the same time, and then serve it with dinner rolls. So we need cauliflower, olive oil, fresh parsley, which I have dried parsley. The rabbits ate my parsley plants outside in the garden. Fresh thyme, and I got fresh thyme, and it also asks for fresh tarragon, which I do. I'm finally going to use the tarragon in my garden. Garlic, Parmesan, lemon juice, salt, pepper. Okay, so let me pull out the lemon juice and the pecorino romano and the garlic. So I poured the whole bag of cauliflower and a little bit of broccoli because I do have some children that don't like cauliflower. And now we're going to add a drizzle. It says 1.5 teaspoons of olive oil. Sorry, 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. Parsley. I'm using my dry parsley. Ooh, that's a lot of parsley. I don't measure. Take some of these out. Okay. Now a lot of parsley, which is fine. Okay, garlic cloves. So garlic cloves. I will link the recipe below. I got this recipe from, I'm trying to recreate the Stony River, but this recipe I had gotten from Cooking Light years ago. Years ago. This recipe has to be over 10 years old. So I added the garlic. Okay. Now I'm going to chop up some of the fresh thyme and the fresh tarragon. And let's put a little bit of salt. A little bit of salt. And I'm going to put pepper too. But let me chop these herbs first. Okay, so now I have my tarragon and thyme all chopped up. And a little bit of lemon juice. And I'm going to attempt to toss this. I need 2 hands. And then I'll put it on the tray and then top it with the Parmesan cheese. There you go. And then I have pecorino. I'm going to put that all over the top. So I really hope this tastes like the Stony River, because that roasted cauliflower is so good. Okay. And you probably could do this with any vegetable, like Brussels sprouts, asparagus. So in the oven it goes, 450 degrees until it's toasty. And it says bake about 5 minutes, but nope, 20 minutes. There you go. 20 minutes, and then stir every 5 minutes. So that's what we'll do. All right, let's check these. Oh, Look at that. Ooh, I got smoke in my eyes. All right. So let's baste again. Ooh. I can't wait to try them. I really can't wait to try these things. Yummy, yummy. All right, so I took one out. Let's see how these cut. They're definitely cooked. Oh, doing this with one hand. Okay. Look at that. It's cooked. It's juicy. Oh, it's not falling off the bone, but that's okay. It's still really good. Not spicy at all. Got the sweetness from the honey and the brown sugar. Very good. I think they're done. And there it is, plated up. Sorry I didn't film when the cauliflower and broccoli came out of the oven. But let me tell you, that is tasty. Doesn't exactly taste like Stony River. Maybe, I think they use like powdered Parmesan cheese. But this tastes really good with the fresh pecorino. And the ribs are delicious. I like them a little more fall off the bone. So next time I do this, I'll probably leave the ribs in the grill slash smoker for a little longer so that they really get tender and fall off the bone. The boys also like it fall off the bone, but it is still good. It's not, you know, too chewy where you gotta tear it really hard off the bone with your teeth. It comes off nicely, but we do like it a little more tender, so I gotta play with that. But otherwise, the flavor from the Epicure, absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna put the recipe for the cauliflower in the description below, as well as the link to get the pulled pork seasoning blend from Epicure from my cousin Maria. Slamming dinner, and tomorrow's cheeseburgers.